Hello everyone and welcome. Today we're back on track with another makeup video. So I think it's been about a week that I've been uploading videos that have very little or nothing to do with makeup. The last video I uploaded was just a satirical video about $360 brush set by Kylie Jenner, but you can watch that. It's probably going to appear somewhere there. Today, however, I will actually be doing the battle of the popular concealers, I guess. I'll be wearing two different concealers on my face. One of them that I'm already wearing on this eye, obviously there's nothing on here, is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And the one that I'll be testing out for you, because this one I've worn before, is the KatVonD Lock-It Concealer. So I've got two different ones here. They're both just little testers that I got for free. I've got L3 Warm. Okay, never mind. I've actually just got one shade. They're both the same. I did have Warm and Neutral. Now I've only got Warm. I don't know what happened to the Neutral one. I think my sister took it and I will murder her. Anyway, so I can't swatch the other one for you, clearly. But I will swatch the Tarte Shape Tape and the Lock-It one alongside each other. You will see that both of them are extremely full coverage. And so the main thing I'll be testing is, I'm pretty sure the coverage is similar, comparable. So I don't think there will be a clear winner with regards to coverage. But I think what I'll be testing is the creaseability of them and the wearability. So I am going to work very soon, this evening time, but I'll be working until nighttime, until early tomorrow morning. And what I want to see is how bad they crease and how intense they stay. So I want to see those two things, you know, side by side for the Shape Tape and the KatVonD Lock-It Concealer. I usually use my super tiny concealer brush because that's all I need under my eyes. I don't go full triangle like a lot of people do. And let me just zoom this in. So you can see this is the Shape Tape. It is quite yellow, the shade I've got, but I'm gonna swatch the Lock-It for you. So it is really full coverage. I hope you can see that. And then right next, I'm going to swatch the Shape Tape right here. And there it is right there. So you can see this one's much lighter and much yellower. This one's, I would say, obviously warmer because that's what it says, but I would say probably a little bit closer to my actual skin tone. So I might look a little bit strange throughout the day. I will try to maybe put some, I don't know what I'm gonna do to make them look similar, but I'm gonna figure it out. So I'm not gonna make you sit through me applying this. I'm gonna cut this out, I'm gonna apply this, and then I'll see you in a second. Here we are applied, both under eyes, both dark circles are totally gone. I mean, just rewind 2 seconds ago, you know, to see what this looked like. This looked the same. Both of my under eyes are insane dark and awful and just terrible looking, and I get enough sleep. So this is what the two concealers did. This is the Tarte Shape Tape on this side, and the Lock-It Concealer by KatVonD is on this side. So this is it for now. If you are interested to see how these two concealers perform, how after hours of wear time, you know, they perform on a very creasy under eye area such as mine, and how opaque they stay, please stay tuned. I'm going to either not do any check-ins, or if I do, it's probably going to be maybe one, because I am going to work, so I don't know when I would do that kind of a check-in. So I don't know if it's worth it, but I will sit down at the end of the day. It might be about 2 or 3 in the morning. Right now it is 10 to 4, so it will be, you know, a long day for me, or evening and night, I guess. And yeah, just stay tuned if you want to find out how this works, and I will see you in a little bit. One last thing I want to mention that I totally just forgot very quickly. I set both concealers with the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. It is translucent, but it does have red tint to it, so I think it kind of helped bring both of those concealers to a similar shade, so I don't really look ridiculous like I'm wearing two completely different shades of concealer, even though if you look back at the swatches that I did on my hand, I am. So again, I did the same kind of procedure with both. I used just a fluffy brush. I don't bake under my eyes with a beauty blender because I think that's a little bit too much. I don't think it does anything extra. And I applied powder as soon as I blended out. So I didn't wait. There wasn't any difference in time between applying and blending and then setting it with either of the concealers. I set it about 5 seconds after I blended it. So the test should be the same under the same conditions, on the same face, on 2 different eyes, all of that. Right, I will see you in a second. Okay, so here is the update. It has been 10 hours since 2 seconds ago. It is now, let's see. Right, it's 2:30 in the morning and I applied my concealers at 10 to 4, so it's been nearly 10 hours. I've been at work for 9 hours and yeah, this is my life. I am here in my lovely black uniform shirt with my name badge, and I just had the dirtiest double-sized slice of like everything on it pizza that was 3 days old, warmed up in the microwave with like ketchup, and it's disgusting, but honestly it doesn't feel like I just worked 9 hours and I'm getting paid, so I'm not too fussed. And then I get to go home and do this, which honestly I'm quite happy with. If after graduation, so right now, if none of you know, I'm in my final year of law school. If after graduation, I'm not gonna go into doing law immediately. If after graduation I was able to like stay in my job, which is very casual, and also do YouTube on the side, and those two kind of things combined were able to kind of sustain me financially, I think I'd be happy enough for a couple of years to do that. I'm only 22 years old, but anyway, I'm kind of sidetracking here. So this is how I would look from a normal distance if you were speaking to me in person. So things still look quite nice. You can't see in this lighting because the lighting is a bit, you know, on the white yellow side, so you can't see that the rest of my face is kind of reddish and the under eyes are like miraculously bright and yellow, so it looks kind of strange. Only if you look at me for about more than 5 seconds. If you just kind of see me, it's like, oh well, everything's fine. You would need to kind of look into my soul to notice that there's something weird going on. But this is not what we're talking about. If you remember, you probably do, it's been 10 hours for me, but only about 2 minutes for you. I put my Shape Tape here and my KatVonD Lock-It Concealer right here. And you can probably already see, and I can see in my mirror here, there is not a whole lot of difference. There is not any difference, in all honesty. I will zoom you in. So you can see here, zoomed in, that, let me just try and keep this zoom focused. There is creasing going on. This always happens. This is this biggest kind of skin fold that I just have under my eyes, and no concealer, no nothing can ever prevent that. Anything that I put under my eyes will kind of, you know, fall in there and it'll just crease. It's normal. I don't expect, I've never used anything that just doesn't do that. So whatever. Same thing here. After about 10 hours of wear, I do expect that, this kind of dryness and like micro creasing here. Kind of, you know, on the folds of the outer edge of my eye. And apart from that, I've got some here, which you can't really see, and I can't zoom in any further. But there is slight, very, very slight creases here, and honestly, the same here. I would say maybe a little bit more here, but I don't think that has to do with the fact that this is Lock-It and this is Shape Tape. I think that's just the amount of creases that I have on this eye as compared to this eye. With regards to coverage, again, as you can see, it's basically the same. This might look a little bit brighter, but that's because I don't have like professional studio lights that are coming at me from every direction. most, about 80% of my lighting comes from here, so it looks a little bit brighter on this side, but if I just slightly turn to this side, it equals out. There is really no real noticeable difference in the coverage. Both foundation or both concealers are just very full coverage. Right, so let's be done with the uncomfortable close-up and zoom in. All I can say is that these concealers are very full coverage, very thick, and will crease under your eyes. If you have very creasy eyes, they will crease. If you are like me and would rather sacrifice a crease or two, that is usually on your face anyway, and so sacrifice that for this kind of bright look under my eyes, because my under eye circles, dark circles, are severe and I look either sick or like someone just punched me. So I'm happy enough with this. So yeah, the moral of the story is that these concealers are, for me, they're just the same. They do the same job, and I'm just looking at my phone here. I'm going to try and Google the prices and what size they come in. Okay, so a quick Google search will reveal that simply the KatVonD Lock-It Concealer is more available, widely available in the UK. It costs £20 and it has 6.5 milliliters, the full version. Whereas the Shape Tape, it costs 28 plus some shipping, so it costs over £30, but it has 10 milliliters of product. The Shape Tape Concealer is known for this very massive doe foot applicator and just a lot of product. So if you're not, doing the whole triangle thing that a lot of YouTubers do, which is just extreme in my opinion, the Shape Tape will probably last you like, I would say, over a year of every single day usage. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. I think the Shape Tape is like $20, $25 in the US, so the price I think is comparable for both of these concealers if you live in the UK and the US. If you want to go for a Shape Tape, it's probably going to last you longer, but in our beauty world, we kind of want to try new things all the fucking time, and new things are coming out all the time and every day, and the market is just really oversaturated. So in a way, it's good to maybe save some money and buy something smaller, because you're probably not going to keep using that one same concealer for like 3 years straight on until you need to scrape the sides of the tube. That's probably not going to happen for most people, and so I actually like the little size of these sample concealers, because knowing life, I'll probably not even go through all of this either. I will find something else and buy another concealer. The truth of the matter is, you just don't use it that much, and I mean, maybe you do. Maybe you try an entire, maybe you cover 50% of your face, if not more, in some cases on Instagram in concealer, but I don't, and I think most people don't. So anyway, this is me rambling on for far too long now. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that I helped you make up your mind about which concealer to buy. I hope that you learned something. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you're now perhaps able to make a more informed decision when you're buying your concealer. Of course, do not forget that there are a lot more concealers out there available that are cheaper or more expensive, so do make your pick very wisely. But as always, subscription to my channel is optional, and I might see you in my next video. Bye!